Welcome to our story. It is our belief that if you wanted to go and watch actors in a play, you would have gone to a regular dinner theater. We assume that you're here because you want to interact and try your skills as a sleuth. As such, you want to add to the action. The success of the evening depends on how involved you and your fellow guests become and how well you guys stay in character. We also hope that the story is somewhat entertaining, but not slapstick or cheesy. This is, after all, a very serious topic. A crime has been committed. To begin with, every one of you has been given a package with information, money, and a scenario of how the evening, on why everybody is here for the evening. Okay? But let me go over a few simple rules on how the game will be played. Number one, there is no lying. You cannot lie. That being said, the criminal can lie because they're a criminal, but they cannot change facts. So if you catch them in a factual statement, they cannot lie about that. If you saw the criminal and had a conversation with them, they cannot tell somebody else that you guys didn't have that conversation. Okay? So the criminal cannot lie about true facts, but the rest of you cannot lie at all. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that you have to answer every question, and it doesn't mean that you can't speculate on the question that was asked of you. For example, some of you maybe know what kind of car you drive or what color it is or something like that. If somebody comes up to you and they say, "Do you drive a red car?" You can say, "It's more of a burgundy hue," to confuse the men who don't know what burgundy is. Or you can say, "Well, it all depends on what your definition of red is." You can also just say, "Yes, I drive a red car," and walk off. So they can't ask you if you drive a Ford, a Toyota, or something like that. So there's lots of different clues going on. You may not even be given a car and somebody asks you that question. Make it up because you don't know. That's not a fact. If it's not on your sheet, then it's not something that you know as a fact, and you can make that up. Okay? The criminal has the chance to convince 50% of you that he is not the criminal, he or she is not the criminal, and if he or she does that, they will not only get away scot-free with the murder, but they'll get a criminal mastermind award at the end of the evening. So make sure that you guys are really paying attention. Each of you has been given money. You can use it however you wish. You can use it to bribe people to give you the factual information. If somebody's being elusive about the color of their car, just be like, "Look, I'll give you $20, just answer the question so I can go talk to somebody else." Or you can put it in your back pocket and completely forget about it. If somebody wants money from you, you just go, "I don't want to deal with the money." Okay? You can use the money however you want. You cannot steal people's money. That's just wrong. We're already dealing with a crime here. Let's not have more. Okay? At the end of the evening, though, the person with the most money does win a prize. So for some of you, that may be where you find the most fun for the evening. Feel free to share whatever information you have, okay? All the information on your bio is information that is going to help everybody else. So make sure that you remember it, that you remember those little facts. Feel free to take notes, underline things that you think are important. Sometimes things that you think are important aren't important, and sometimes things that you don't think are important are important. So make sure that you keep your bio sheets on you. That's the other thing, is you really want to keep your bio sheets on you, because if somebody gets a hold of it, they can walk around and sell your bio sheet to everybody else, or they can just read it themselves and share it with their friends or something like that. And who knows, you might be the criminal and now everybody knows who the criminal is, and you've just, wasted an evening. Nobody wants that to happen. Alright, so make sure you keep a track of those bio sheets, okay? The other thing is that you may not have all of the characters here. Sometimes on your bio sheet it might talk about somebody who isn't here. It doesn't mean that they didn't show up. It means that they're not here, okay? So make sure that you talk to other people. Keeping notes will help you keep track of those types of things, okay? Feel free, though, to speculate on little facts that you know in your sheet or that you've overheard. It's kind of like Facebook, okay? "Oh, she looked a little pudgy in those photos. I wonder if she's pregnant." It doesn't mean it has anything to do with anything. It just means that you are being spiteful and playing along. So go ahead and speculate and, make up things that you have no idea about anything to try to send people off the wrong trail. All of these things are true. You just can't change the facts that are on your sheet. Okay? Some of you may be married to somebody who you actually aren't married in real life to, or you might be partnered up with somebody in the story. Make sure you find them and talk to them, because you guys know a lot of the same information, but you don't have the same exact information. So make sure that you talk to each other. The other thing is that just because they're husband and wife in the story doesn't mean that they know anything that the other one knows, because after all, that happens in real life all the time. Okay? All right. Just remember that you cannot change facts. Be careful with your bios. There's going to be an award at the end of the evening for the person who is the best actor, the person who gets into character the best, and it's just the funniest person. It just really makes the life of the party. It really makes the whole event come together. Make sure you write that person's name down, because we're going to give them an award. There's going to be an award for the person who guesses who the criminal was, how they did it, and why they did it. Don't forget that there's a money bags award, and if the criminal gets none of you to figure out who he is, then there's a criminal mastermind award. So everybody, begin and have a good time.